Teaching children the importance of exercising their right to vote. Almost half of us eligible voters didn't turn up in the last election. We've teamed up with CBC Kids News to bring you this special story. It's about a group of young people preparing themselves for the moment they get the right to vote.
In Canada, if you're under 18, you aren't allowed to vote. But here at East York Collegiate, they're holding a mock election for students.
Since we don't exactly have the voice to be able to come out and vote properly, we created our own election and we're able to see what people are voting for.
Does voting matter to you?
Of course it does. It's going to decide who's going to be our leader. It's good to make sure that we have someone good in there that works on the more important problems.
I train my own students to run this. So I have deputy returning officers, I have scrutineers, I have bouncers at the door, and so we're trying to replicate the real voting just like it would happen on the election day.
Some people say that 16-year-olds are not that responsible to vote. They don't know politics the way that adults do. Can you tell me what you think about those people?
Well, I would turn it around and say, well, look at how many adults are actually involved and informed in this election. This is my 16th year of teaching, and I'm very engaged with students at that age. And I know that so many of them know more than my own friends. They know more than their guardians at home. They know more than the older people in their own lives.
So what issues are important to you in this election that is going on?
Definitely housing, because my mom's a single mom, and it's very hard for her to make a living, especially since she's an immigrant. She came here at a very late time. So housing now, especially with my brother and I and schooling and everything, it's going to be very difficult for not just her, but for my brother and I to make a living, buy a house, afford rent in the future. So it's serious that we start looking at this issue now so we can fix upon it for the future. You may not think it affects you now. You may not think it matters to you right now. You have nothing to do with it. Trust me, when you become an adult, when you need to pay your rent, you need to pay taxes, pay your bills, it's a big issue and something that revolves around your life. Politics is like everything.